Hi, I'm Sana, and today I'm going to talk about how important self studying is. So, right now, I'm studying class 10, and recently I discovered something that when you go to school, we are forced to follow this particular curriculum that does not teach us anything, which is like which is important in life. For example, how is this important that how Akbar conquered or expanded his territory? How is it important in my life? So, if you think like, yeah, it can be important to know about history and everything, but how can I use that for banking or anything like important stuff? Banking is not taught. Okay, and other important stuff, for example, if you want to be an artist or anything, you want to go into the creative side, you are not taught how to express your feelings properly. For example, if you want to be a poet, okay, you are always taught to write stuff. For example, if let's say I'm not very fond of Gandhi's philosophy, and this thing that he is called Gandhi Ji, whereas other people, other freedom fighters who did as much or let's say more than what he contributed to Indian freedom struggle. So why is he given such respect while the others are not? So yeah, so whenever I write stuff, for example, I criticize Gandhi or this, the school does not see it as a good thing. Okay, or there were times when I was asked to not write certain things in my answer sheet because I was criticizing the normal, what the thing that is normalized. I was criticizing that normalized point of view. So school does not ask you or does not encourage you to have different perspectives. It encourages you to follow this same mindset that they are trying to put into the minds of every single child they are teaching, which is not possible. There will be students like me who will fight against the system and be like, I don't want to learn what you are teaching me. This whole thing is pointless. Although I believe that life is meaningless, still there are things that you must be taught to live. Like, we should be taught banking, we should be taught how to manage money, how to have this savings, the concept of savings, and other stuff like how to control emotions, how to deal with mental health issues. Okay, but we are not taught all those stuff, and even the school are sometimes so orthodox and teachers are so orthodox that this stuff called mental health issue is thought of as a joke. Okay, people think that you're joking when I tell people that yeah, I struggle with mental health issues, I had to take antidepressant. People are like, oh, you're joking, right? Just because a person is depressed doesn't mean they will look like a ghost. This is something that people don't understand. And yeah, so what is it about self studying that is so important, and so important that I sat down today and I started recording this video because I am a very lazy person. So many of you might know I have so many hobbies. Okay, like so many, by so many I mean I have so many hobbies. Okay, so yeah, recently I am studying, like I have made this self curriculum for aesthetics, the art of, means the philosophy of art, which I really wanted to study because it sounded interesting, and I was like, this question that what is art was a question that I had for such a long time, that how can you say that Da Vinci is a great artist whereas what I painted is not as good as he's painting? Like, how can you differentiate between the different qualities of art? Okay, so that was a question that I had for such a long time. So yeah, when I saw that aesthetics is something that answers those questions and helps you think critically to reach to a certain point where you can have a your own perspective, where you can think about, okay, For this question, I have this certain idea about it, the answer, kind of. Okay, so that was something I liked about this topic. So I thought, why not study it? So yeah, for the next upcoming 3 months, that is October, November, and December, I will be studying aesthetics, and I also want to study about justice, because justice to me is a simple perspective. Justice depends on the perspective. Like, there is this very famous trolley question, that three people are lying on the five workers are on the track, and there is one worker on another side. Which side will turn the means train to, if possible, because there is no brake on the trolley and everything. That's a whole different thing. So that is a question that I really want to think like differently, because when you think at first, without like deeply thinking, you're like, okay, I will turn it to the side where there is one worker. But there are so many different questions and things and other the stuff that comes to mind when you think deeply about that same particular question. And you won't be using that same theory, same way of thinking, if that one worker was your lover. Let's say that one worker is your any person you know. Let's not say lover, your parents or anyone you love. If that one worker was that person, then you would have turned the trolley to the other side and killed five more person. So how is it that different situations are changing your answer? That is what I liked. So for the upcoming 3 months, I'm going to be doing this one podcast that the Harvard is providing, a free podcast that is 8 episodes, and like each episode is kind of 1 hour. So I will be doing one episode 1 week, because I typically I started the first lecture on Monday, this week's Monday. Today it is Friday, so I have already heard the lecture 5 times, and I still want to hear it more times so that I can grasp everything, every concept in it. And then I am doing this one book. I forgot the name of the book. Introduction to Aesthetics, I think. Yeah, so that book, every week I will be studying 2 chapters. I'm done with the first chapter and I'm starting the second chapter, that is beauty. Yeah, I think it was beauty, something and beauty, love and beauty, or something and beauty. So yeah, so that is how I have designed it. But this is the first time that I designed it, because previously I tried to do CS50, but I was unable to do, because at that time I did not have my tab, and I was working on this old computer, means old laptop, that my family laptop, which is kind of in a very bad situation right now, and due to its old version I was unable to do the assignments and everything, so I had to stop midway. So I really want to complete that when I'll be able to. And not only that, I have done particular things on my own. I did take art courses, I used to go for art tuitions and coachings, but still the most of the stuff that I discovering my own way of drawing, okay, own style of painting, that was done by me, because I self-studied different forms of art, okay. And things what else did I do on my own? I have done stuff on my own, yeah, I have studied different branches. I have even though I took coachings for coding, I still studied HTML on my own, okay, because I really wanted to learn that. When I was in class 6, I was there was lockdown, so I was like, I don't have anything to do, I have internet at home, let me study HTML, because we had HTML in our subject computer, we had a little bit of HTML, but I was not satisfied, so I wanted to learn more, and I studied HTML on my own. Then I studied C++, Java, C, Python. Not the total was on my own, I did have coaching. but still there was a part of me that was so interested that I bought books, and then I also did a lot of bit of tutorials and everything. I was really interested. Like, I'm still interested in learning, Java and JavaScript properly, so that I can design maybe even a simple, a simple game, but still I really want to do it. So yeah, but many people tell me that, Saina, you might be multi-talented. You have something, you have, means your IQ is greater than us. That is why you have all the skills. But that is not it. I was driven by curiosity, and curiosity is the only thing that led me to do so many things. Yeah, I am not an expert and master in anything, but I'm above average. That is what I like. It is better to know stuff. Like, people say that jack of all trades, master of none. But if you know the whole statement, like the whole quote, it is jack of all trades, master of none is often better than a master of one. So it is better to know many skills than to know one particular skill, because one particular skill will not help you to lead your life, but knowing different skills will help you in different parts of your life. Thus, it is important to know different skills. Yeah, don't go and like, I tried learning Spanish, okay. So I was not like, I did it for 3 days and then I stopped. No, I studied Spanish for 2 months, and then due to certain difficulties I had to stop because I was having problems with internet and everything. And then my half yearly exam came, so I had to stop. So right now I have stopped it, but I keep on revising it. Like, once a week I open that app. Okay, I was doing it in Busu, I guess. So in that app, so I go and I do those tests were there. I do those tests once a week, so that I remember what I had learned. I don't forget. So whenever I want to resume my studying, I will be prepared. Okay. And then I also tried doing guitar, as you can see behind me, but I had to stop it because I was going through this, phase. I was like mentally not stable, and so that was a very bad phase of my life when I was struggling mentally. I'm still struggling mentally. I don't take the medicines my doctors have advised me to take, because it's for a different video. I'll talk about it someday. So yeah, but I had to stop once, and then I discovered that all this stuff is meaningless. Studying about trigonometry, it will not help me in life, because I'm not even going to take science, I'm going to take arts. So it doesn't matter to me. So if I just get pass marks, that's enough. That is what I discovered, and right now I'm so stress free, and I think I'll get better marks than I would get if I was stressed and I was studying harder. Okay, I barely study for 2 hours a day. Okay, and the most important thing is you don't stress. That's how it works. Okay, and revision is what helps. So you need a degree. You need a degree to prove to the world that you are an educated person. But in reality, you need the knowledge. You need to be a knowledgeable person, which is only possible if you do self study. So yeah, if you like this video, please like and comment. And if you want me to post a video where I talk about my means particular how my curriculum is shaped and everything, I'll definitely post it. Okay, so see you in the next video.